Now
it was not live yet.
Now we're going. We weren't going before.
Oh,
Did the whole intro not
Hey,
happen?
you did that whole intro. We weren't even here.
I did a
gold
whole
with that joke.
I did a whole
There we go.
intro. Man, I did that whole intro and I thought about it. You know, it was borderline scripted. But you know, haven't done this for a while, so
It's been a year, right?
Yeah,
Just knock off the rust. You're good.
Yeah. First question. Hey, Eddie, did you change your number at some point in the last year?
My phone number?
Yeah.
No.
So I feel like I've been texting somebody who isn't you.
I started giving people my Google Voice number like a long time ago, but then it like
Shit number.
Okay, so I was texting.
I will text you my actual number.
Man, I thought we were pals. I thought we were pals.
We are pals, but I am more paranoid than I am friendly.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So I should do the introductions again since that was all fucked up before. We have Charles here from Silktone. We have Marq from Seüf Guitars. We have Shaun from Seüf Guitars. We have Hondo Felder. We have Eddie from Blues Lawyer Memes. This is the usual gang. Here we go. Charles, so let me see here. What happened this week? Charles, you released a pedal this week called the Overdrive Plus.
Yeah, it's been awesome. So yesterday was launch day. Today's the first time I've ever launched something and not had like post-launch depression. Usually I'm like a fucking, I crawl into bed and I don't get out for a day or two because it's just a whirlwind the day of launch. But today was cool. It was mild. It was just overwhelmingly positive feedback everywhere. So it just like lifted all the stress.
Sweet. Well, I mean, I suppose that, money coming in helps with that too.
Yeah. It was sweet. It did really well. So I was able to get some beers and ship all my shit out today and hang with you guys. So I haven't really had time to think about.
What else happened this week? So the Grammys were this week. Did any of you guys watch the Grammys?
No, I'm not an adolescent child.
Whoa. It's mostly adults.
I just heard about Tracy Chapman. That's all I've heard about.
So I
didn't hear about Tracy Chapman. That was cool.
What's up with Tracy Chapman?
What's up with that? Yeah.
She performed and fucking killed it. And now she's like got the #1 song on iTunes again, like 30 years later.
Is it Fast Car again?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Fast Car.
No, it's Give Me One Reason.
Oh, really? Oh, Fast Car.
They're like, fuck Fast Car. What's this other tune? There's only 2 of them.
So I didn't watch in great detail or anything like that, but my wife had it on, and I happened to walk through at the point where they were like paying tribute to people we lost this year, and kind of pissed me off a little bit. First off, like Stevie Wonder did a thing paying tribute to Tony Bennett, and Stevie Wonder's like my god, but he tried to do this like posthumous like duet with Tony Bennett, and it was just really awful.
That sounds
like one of the hologram things, or
well, no, he was like up on a screen. I think they had like a live performance that they had done many years ago, and they, because at one point like Tony's like, "Take it, Stevie," and you're like, but so that was bad. And then after that they did a tribute to Sinead O'Connor, and that was what's her face from the Eurythmics, Annie Lennox, and had Wendy and Lisa playing with her, right? And that was actually like that was okay. But then like the thing that really pissed me off like the most is the like Burt Bacharach died last year, and they just kind of like glossed over it. They were just kind of like, "Oh yeah, Burt Bacharach," and then they, and then they did a big thing for Tina Turner, which I love Tina, well deserving of that. But like, I feel like Burt Bacharach was also pretty deserving of more than just like an honorary mention.
Is Burt Bacharach maybe a name that's more known to like people who are, musicians than like the general public? And like
no,
nerds?
I mean, like he wrote like all of Dionne Warwick's hits. You know.
Yeah, we know that, but like the average viewer at home going to be like, who the hell is Burt Bacharach?
Well, I don't know. Oasis had a pretty good tribute to him, and I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe everybody's like, I don't know. But interesting event. Killer Mike was arrested after winning 3 Grammys. Like he had a scuffle with the
check.
Yeah, he had a scuffle with one of the security guards, and they fucking put cuffs on him and took him out. Like after he had won, like he was still in the building.
Jesus.
Wow. Okay.
And the other thing, like, so a couple of you guys are from California, and you know that the weather sucks right now. And that was like super like impactful for the Grammys. And the big story was that they needed, so a lot of people were late. Mariah Carey, Casey Musgraves, Christina Aguilera, Lizzo, like they were all stuck in traffic, like as the show was getting ready to start. But they needed Mariah Carey because they needed her like in the first segment. So what they did was they drove, this is total like no bullshit. They drove a golf cart out onto the freeway, got her in the golf cart, and since it was raining, like they had people like positioned on the side of the golf cart with umbrellas because they didn't want Mariah to get wet, because like she was pretty much gonna have to go like right on stage right when she got there.
That's like that Nathan Felder skit. Have you seen that on Nathan For You? The fucking they pick you up in traffic on the little mopeds.
They drove the opposite direction down the freeway and got her there in time. Like made it happen. I don't know. I thought that was an interesting story. But anything else amazing happened this week that we should talk about before? Shaun, Marq, what are your what's on the menu for the Super Bowl this weekend?
Ribs.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a big old thing of guacamole.
Okay.
Possibly something else. I don't know, man.
All right.
Potato skins.
Okay.
Jalapeno poppers.
What, the
Jalapeno poppers.
Chiefs and Niners, right?
Chiefs and Niners.
Yeah.
Chiefs and Niners.
Yep.
San Francisco and Kansas City. Right on.
You know the cities. You got it. You're halfway there.
I mean, I'm in San Francisco. Y'all are Kansas City. So
who are you rooting for?
I'm rooting for the Chiefs, though.
Everyone is.
Yeah.
So kind of the impetus, I guess, for us kind of coming back and doing this, is that I noticed that Mr. Mike Fuller of FULLTONE Electrics, so Jackson Audio had licensed all of the FULLTONE stuff, and so it's back on the market again. I know that Mike showed up to NAMM and was there and present.
Oh wow, I didn't know.
Yeah. So he was there. And so I kind of thought like, well, we didn't go out on an offensive rant, so if Mike can come back, we can also come back. But it's worth discussing because like that FULLTONE is like one of the godfather brands of effects pedals. And I also, just to note, we didn't reach out to Mike for inclusion on this because I've read transcripts of phone calls with him. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to go through that. But really, kind of. I don't know. Is it a controversial brand? Is FULLTONE a controversial brand? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, let's say so.
Yeah.
I say it depends who you ask.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
yeah, a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Yep.
well, there's that.
They like their OCD, and they have not thought about it since they put it on their board or bought it and hit that little button, and it did the thing for them, and they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They leave it to people like us to care.
Right. Okay. So, company started in '91. First pedal was the Mason Patton doesn't care. So,
Well,
first pedal was the the full drive. The full drive, which was Tube Screamer. And then just kind of went from there. But I mean, like,
Yeah, for what isn't the OCD also a Tube Screamer, basically, or like
that? I don't know.
I have no idea.
That's what I was led to believe by certain pedal builders that I've spoken to, who are like, it's basically like not that it is a clone of a Tube Screamer, but it's based on like the Tube Screamer, architecture or whatever. I'm not an electrical engineer, whatever like phrase they would use. Like it's that's where it traces its roots.
Interesting.
I thought everything was.
It's kind of like
Everything except the Overdrive Plus,
right.
That's right.
Right.
Fully original.
which is that's the plus in Overdrive Plus.
The plus is the originality.
Yeah.
Right. It's an Overdrive Plus.
Right.
Plus a whole
Plus-
lot more. Why don't
plus
you
a
ask
big
our
old
French girls
brain.
about it?
It's a weird topic to get into, given the brand and
So-
person we're talking about. So, I mean, I
Well,
don't
should
know.
we so Mike wasn't a terribly popular individual as far as customer service went and stuff like that. But actually, as I dug into it more, which meant I had to dive deep into TGP and take several showers after.
Oof. Bless you.
What does
sir.
that mean? Sasha Vantik called it not an overdrive, but he's also European, so
oh, that that fucking dickhead. He's talking about the Overdrive Plus. His whole thing was like, oh, it's a distortion pedal, not an overdrive. But he doesn't know what fucking unity volume is, and he played it like blasting his amp out the whho time, so he couldn't get overdrive. But
Who's Sasha
it's not,
Ivantik?
It's
Sasha
really
Ivantik
cool.
is a guy who does gear for just saying whatever the fuck he feels like it at any given time. Like I'll give him credit for that. That's great.
he's a sweetheart. I love him. He's a good guy. His video is great. He's a good guy. But yeah, that was kind of funny that he kind of went that way with it.
Anyway, thank you, Emily. Emily is going to be on. Emily is going to be on in March, and that's going to be really exciting. So I went through TGP and kind of most of what had caught my attention before was when people were bitching about the customer service at FULLTONE. And like stuff like saying, hey, like my pedal has a problem, and Mike being like, well, it's your Chinese power supply. And in reality, that does make a huge difference. I like doing pedal demos. I have 4 power supplies here, and sometimes things don't work on one of them and will work on another one. But
that's why I use Strymon power supplies. Strymon for all of your power needs.
Oh yeah, we forgot our we forgot our sponsor.
We have a sponsor?
All right, yeah, we have an unofficial sponsor. So
yes, we do.
We do. It is Bass Pro Shops. Bass Pro Shops is unofficially sponsoring this show. I emailed them and we got on the phone. We talked a little bit, and I was like, "So you guys are into bass? You guys are like a Bass Pro Shop thing?" And they kept saying Bass, and I kind of thought it was like a tomato thing, you know. But then I went on their website, and it was all just it was all about fucking fish. So, but at any rate, they didn't give us any money, but we're so. But here's the thing that I found when I dug through TGP was that for as many. Oh, well, there was one specific one that kind of stuck out. There was a guy who went to the FULLTONE like shop and rang the buzzer and thought like he was going to get in. And apparently on the website, like it very clearly said, "Do not go to the shop." And but he did, and he got full Mike Fuller. Like coming through the buzzer. I mean, like
FULLTONE.
Yeah, I mean, like that dude, that like Fuller ripped the fuck into this guy.
Did it trigger his OCD?
But anyway, you know, like I mean, you could argue at that point, like you know, like well, he said don't come, you know, like, but for as many like bad reviews of their customer service, there were equally as many good ones. So I don't know if that's a really super I'm sorry for anyone who emailed Mike Fuller and got their ass torn out. But you know, I don't think it was all bad. I think, you know, according to what, you know, I was reading, you know, it just kind of depends on what the problem was and what mood he was in. But he did go out in a blaze of glory, I'll say. And Eddie, I think you were the one who took a look at some of those quotes for us.
Yes. Hold on one second. Let me pull it up. I have a.
Was it a quote that I made?
Hold on one second. Here it is. He made some statements on Facebook. I'm trying to pull it up now. It's hard to find. Where'd it go? Hold on a second. There was if my recollection is correct, and I will verify this in a second. There were comments about let's say masculinity in people's diets.
The only thing I remember is he accused people of peeing sitting down.
Didn't you call out Brian from Spruce Effects for peeing sitting down all the time?
That guy pees sitting down.
That's what I've heard. He stayed at my house,
and that's okay.
He stayed at my house one time, and he definitely peed sitting down.
Did he now?
Yeah. Door open.
Piss all over your stuff?
Door open.
Wide open.
Door open, just sitting down for God and everyone to see.
What's wrong with peeing sitting down? Boy, that's a
hot topic.
That's a hot topic.
Good point, Emily. Good point.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Thank you
for
cleaner.
I'm 50-50. If it's dark, I sit down.
If you're tired,
I sit down. If I had too much to drink, I sit down.
Oh, that's a good one.
Sometimes in the morning.
If I'm a little, yeah.
In the morning, it's just you once you're over 30, it's just you just want to.
My ankles don't work in the morning, and it's hard to walk.
Yeah, you just trying to crawl to the toilet, plop down, sit there for 20 minutes.
Jared Harper poops sitting down. That's important.
So,
Smart guy.
Smart guy.
I've never thought to do that before.
Way to
Jared,
be.
I gotta tell you, I was going back through old After Dark episodes over the last week just to kind of like amp myself up, and like the amount of fucking zingers that you had were unbelievable. And like you threw every single one of us under the bus at one point in time, and we thank you for your service.
Is he the one? Is he the one that called everyone out for talking about Emily eating salad for like 20 fucking minutes?
I don't know, probably.
What's wrong with
Emily
eating
loves
salad?
salad.
No, he was just like, oh,
Fact.
or whoever said it was like, oh yeah, cool. Let's talk about what the girl eats.
All right. I found.
I thought Emily had eaten a lot of wine. I thought that's what it was that time.
Oh, Charles.
I found
Yeah, there you go.
I found an article about the quotes, by the way.
All right, let's hear it.
Good on you, Jared.
So this comes from musicincmag.com. So I'm just reading off of their website here. It's an article dated June 12, 2020, and it's titled "FULLTONE CEO's Criticism of National Protest Draws Backlash." And this happened after the wake of George Floyd, and I'll read directly from the website. Quote, Fuller's original post, now deleted, read as follows. What is this? Like night 4 of looting with 100% impunity. The pussy mayor and governor don't give a shit about small businesses, and it's never been more clear, period. Fuller followed this up with a comment saying, quote, I feel better and flushed out some prissy boys who were raised to pee sitting down. Now I'll delete. End quote. So that's what many found to be in poor taste. And that led to a let's say a schism in the gear community.
Pussy bear.
That is a great band.
City.
That's a great band name.
That is a good band name.
Yeah.
Dancing on the burning bush.
Can we just call Emily on now?
Guitar Center came out, and this is all coming from the same article. Guitar Center came out and said that they put out a statement on Twitter on June 5th, 2020, saying we are no longer doing business with FULLTONE and are moving quickly to remove all FULLTONE products from our stores and websites. This was pretty. This is pretty not. It was ill-advised. The post.
It was in bad taste,
It was some found it in poor taste.
It was.
But it became a thing in the gear community. It was like also because in June 2020, like the world was just kind of, there were no sports. The world was just going crazy. The world was going crazy because people were just like stuck in all day. Everyone was looking for a fight, and so it just got like a thing that would have maybe like everyone who was in the gear community and like of a certain age knew that Mike Fuller was like not necessarily known for being. He didn't have the reputation for being like gentle necessarily.
Not an affable character.
But it really took off. I mean, Guitar Center coming out and tweeting that they were gonna remove FULLTONE products was like a pretty big thing. Then there was the other side of the gear community that was like, what's wrong with what he said? Like, there is looting, there is all this stuff happening. So that was the tension, and for a long time, to many people, he became sort of persona non grata, right?
Yeah.
People, and that's where the controversy stems from.
Do you know who was emboldened by that? Literally, and he said so publicly. Do you guys remember Greenchild?
No.
You don't remember Greenchild? Mm-hmm. So Greenchild, they put out pedals that they basically just look like Thorpe pedals. And
is that like Frumpy? What's Thorpe?
Thorpe, they make pedals out of the UK.
They do kind of look like Thorpe pedals.
And so, but Mason was like real deep in the the mega world and just really, really toxic. And there were people who were like, dude, look what happened to Mike Fuller. And he was like, his business went up. And I'm like, I don't know if that's true. But hey, Ray, Greenchild disappeared about the same time that FULLTONE did. So I don't know. So Jackson Audio, do you think this is a great move for them? Do you think? I mean, I worked with Jackson Audio once, and I found them to be incredibly pleasant. And I don't really know anything about them. I know that they have had kind of a sordid history of customer service as well. Nice brick wall, douchebag.
Sorry.
Do you guys remember? You guys remember the website?
No. Put that back up. How do you do that?
All in all, you're just another brick in the wall, my man.
Do you guys remember the website Hall of Douchebags? It was all band photos on. It was nice shot. It was all band photos of people either standing behind in front of a brick wall or on train tracks.
Shaun.
What's the deal with airplane food? How do I get rid of this?
How do we make our background the brick wall at the Improv Theater?
Nice.
Wait, I mean, like, do you think it's gonna work? Yeah, like, do you think it's worthwhile?
Why do they do this? Who?
I mean,
I've been saying this to me. Sorry, what's up?
All right, so
I
here
usually
we go. So Christopher Glover says, I think it's smart if they don't, somebody else will. I mean, we saw Warm Audio come out with a direct clone of the OCD that looked exactly like it. Mm-hmm. There are other builders out there who have cloned the OCD, but didn't make it as obvious.
Electro Harmonics has one that's pretty close to the OCD. From what I can tell based on like sound. I don't know if it's an exact copy, but isn't the glove like very close? And is it, maybe it's the glove? I can't remember, but it's very close in sound.
I don't know. I don't even like. It's so hard to keep up with Electro Harmonics stuff. I mean, like, they have so much stuff, and it's like they come out with stuff and then they bury it if it doesn't do well. And it's kind of like the old Digitech stuff. It's like they would put it out, and if it didn't work, they were like, okay, we'll move on to the next thing.
So someone I was
oh boy
to,
I don't know, Mason. I live in Minneapolis, and I was just
Hondo, why are you laughing?
Mason's like, that shit's old news, man. Let's move on.
Yeah. So here's a good question. Michael Page, what do you think about reviving old brands? We have GHS with Ross. I would argue, I haven't played one, but I would argue that the knobs were not recessed enough. That's just it's just my thing. Solid Gold with Diamond. I heard that those suck ass. And Jackson with FULLTONE. So I don't know, Mike.
What's the business? Here's my issue, right? So someone I was talking to on the guitar internet made the point, kind of like what we were saying before, that they basically did it to, like, Mike Fuller was like looking for someone to buy him, or he was looking to revive the brand. There was some interest in protecting intellectual property. I don't know if that really is a compelling enough reason to like buy a brand and go into production. There's got to be like FULLTONE was not. They're put like I use their pedals like back in the day, like, and I had like the first version of the OCD. I was like, oh shit, this pedal's great, and I have the Deja Vibe Mini that I've had for like almost 20 years.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. I had the 69, the big box 69 fuzz was like, that was my fuzz face forever. Like,
I had a Soul Bender for a while. Like, great pedals, but there are so many other companies also doing like those. I mean, they were a retro pedal company, right? With a couple of like new products. But why does Jackson need the FULLTONE brand? That's my question, right?
I got a Chalupa Supreme the other day that was pretty good. And normally I go for the Gordita Crunch, but the Chalupa Supreme has been like top on my menu lately.
Where's he going?
Now, Charles, what's the difference between a Gordita and a Chalupa exactly? Because
the Gordita has the good, they both have that good outer soft layer, but the Gordita Crunch has that sweet fucking crunchy inner layer, and it just kind of takes it over.
But the Chalupa has the softer.
Yeah, it's good.
It's soft shell on soft.
Isn't one of
the Chalupa is flaccid on flaccid.
Yeah.
And the Gordita has the crunch layer. Now, does one of them, correct me if I'm wrong, one of them it has the soft outer shell is a little bit lightly fried. Is that correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
People have tried to clone it. People have tried to clone it over the years, and it's never as good. But you get that shit from Taco Bell, and it's fucking tits still. Like, you can't go wrong either way. But yeah, the Chalupa has that soft inner.
Did you just say tits? Goodness. Did you just say it was tits?
Oh fuck, I'm canceled.
Quick, we're gonna send you back to 2006, Charles.
Okay, good.
That's good.
I liked it better then.
Can we talk about?
I like FULLTONE back then too.
Can we talk about someone way more interesting? I saw Dustin comment. I just wanted to shout out Dustin. That dude fucking rules. I met him last week.
Dustin fucking
rocks.
I've
been telling you guys this for
fucking rules.
years.
What a nice dude.
You met who?
The dude that commented the "What's that button do?"
Oh, Dustin.
Yeah, Dustin.
Yeah, Dustin was supposed to party with us in KC, but he had like COVID or some shit.
He had COVID. Yeah. Yeah, I caught him this last weekend without COVID, but he's great.
But then you got COVID, so
and I got COVID. Have it. So maybe he did. Maybe he fucking gave it to all of us again, and he's not so cool.
Maybe he's had it this whole time.
Dustin's like Dustin is patient zero.
He's just walking around with COVID all the time, giving it to whoever he fucking charms with his big, huge smile.
When I got COVID, I had recently seen Dustin as well. So this
son of a bitch.
This could be a thing.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, me too. I rewired his guitar, and then I got
you caught a little vid from the guitar.
Dustin, you butt.
You butt.
Dustin, this is beautiful. I just keep some in my pocket. A little vid.
COVID in my pocket.
And the other ones giving up. Peace sign.
I think for Jackson, like, I mean, why not? But at the same time, like,
why?
Yeah. That's my question. Why? What's the point?
Money.
Well, but what money? Like what?
Because the scale is obviously way smaller than it was when FULLTONE was kicking their stuff out themselves. So.
Yeah, but Mike Fuller can go from making no money off of FULLTONE anymore to making some money.
But again, like from the perspective,
why would Jackson do it?
Why did Jackson do it?
Right,
because they're also going to make some money.
I don't know.
More money, probably.
Depending on what their licensing arrangement was, like they might be making a little money. I can't imagine Mike Fuller walking into that being like, "I'll just take 2%."
I mean, they know something. They know something we don't. He knows something we don't. Last I heard, he was driving around with a Porsche and made a bunch of good business investments, and is living the fucking high life with his hot wife. So,
do you know? Wait,
maybe he bought Jackson.
I mean, anybody can buy a Porsche.
This is true.
Also, all right, credit score. All right, Mr. Credit Score. Anybody can buy a Porsche.
Yeah. Make sure he didn't lease it, huh?
No, I mean, like,
I'm just really glad none of you said, yeah, the blues lawyer is saying that anybody can buy a Porsche.
Straight out of the horse's mouth, dude.
You guys don't have 5 Porsches?
I've got a
What do you
Honda
need?
Civic that I traded a guitar for.
That's kind
That's
of
true.
awesome.
That's kind
true.
of great.
Um,
I don't have a car, so
yeah, because you live in the city.
yeah, that's right. Thank you for calling it the city. I appreciate that.
Well, I
Big old
lived
city.
there for a little while, so
Oh, you're like a college sophomore that lived abroad. That's cute.
No, I went out after I graduated, and I went out and did a lot of session work, and there was still a lot of money to be had doing like corporate jazz stuff and stuff at the time. And then that went away, and then I came home. So I had also I had a friend of a friend who owned an apartment in Brooklyn Heights.
Oh, nice.
And he had a contract to go to like Japan or China or something like that, Hong Kong or something, to work. And he wanted to sublet his place while he was doing it. And he was like, he didn't really need the money, and he was just kind of like just somebody to keep the lights on. And so this a friend of mine kind of like arranged this for me. But he was, he was like, yeah, whatever he was paying back in Minneapolis.
Damn. Was this like early 2000s?
Yeah, this is 2001. So whatever I was paying back in Minneapolis in 2001. So I was like 400.
So wait, hold on. Can we just back up for just 1 second? When in 2001 did you show up here?
I would have been
September 12th.
September 10th. No, when did you show up here?
Wait, no. It wasn't 2001.
I'm not saying you did anything.
No. Now I think about it, it wasn't 2001. It was 2002 because the building was well down by the time I got.
But the reason I raise it is I can imagine you like come fresh out of college. And you're like, I'm gonna live in the big city, and then you show up and it's like the worst time ever, in the city.
Yeah,
2002 was that Brooklyn Heights is. So for people who don't know, Brooklyn Heights is beautiful, and it's like a super expensive place to live.
Yes,
that's a great deal that you had. That's awesome.
Yeah, so so I stayed there for a couple of years. Like his contract kept getting extended, and like when he would come back to like visit his family and stuff like that, like he got a hotel.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And I was paying next to nothing, and when his contract finally ended, I was like, and he wanted his apartment back. I was like, okay, so now I got to go pay New York money for an apartment. And that was when I decided to just come back and pay Minneapolis money for an apartment. Still.
That's the smarter thing to do.
That's a good move.
Yeah. But it was a blast while I was there. I really enjoyed it. Why are we talking about this? I forget.
Oh, because we're here to help you. We all really care about you. And
no, there was something, right?
I don't remember. I really don't.
Okay.
It's been too long.
Taco Bell.
So Whoppers.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
I just want to say Hondo's having the best time.
I really am.
I know it hasn't said shit since we've been on the air.
He's been doubled over laughing, and it's a great confidence boost. I just want to feel good.
I'm just happy to not be at work.
Yeah, Hondo works too much. That's
Fuck work.
That's true. For those of you who don't know, Hondo is the HR guy for the city of Oakland.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
No, let's not. No, we
I'm
don't want to talk
HR
about
for
that.
Oakland.
We don't want to talk about that at all. That is not what we want to do.
Beautiful Oakland, beautiful, safe Oakland.
Yeah.
A place where you want to raise your kids.
And nobody shits on the front door of City Hall.
No pooping
Not at all.
outside at all in Oakland.
It's
It's
not
a place
so
where you
bad.
want to park your car for sure.
I went to a concert with Hondo in Oakland one time.
You
and
saw
we were-
Hiatus Coyote, right?
We saw Hiatus
Yeah.
Coyote. It was awesome. And we were standing in line about to get in, and he went, "Oh fuck, I forgot my knife. I'll be right back."
Hold
Isn't
on.
it the opposite where you have to put it away before you go in?
We were pretty safe. It seemed safe. And he was like, no,
All
I
right.
forgot my knife. I'll be back.
Hold on one second here, because Brian Sowers has something really actually
Oh man.
smart and relevant. So Brian Sowers, what Jackson probably gets for their purchase is 30 years of intellectual property to draw from in new products, the cost of initial purchase along with reissues, which they'll make more money on. I don't know. It's not like Disney buying Marvel, you know.
I don't
But
know if there's that much protectable.
There
I
are
don't
people
know.
out there itching to buy full tone so they can get a big boner and be right.
That means nothing to me coming from such a fucking capitalist as Brian Sowers. Have you guys talked to that guy ever? Fucking biggest capitalist I've ever met.
So I just
Brian, you want to weigh in here?
yeah,
that's a great comment. I don't know how much technical, like what Brian, what IP are you talking about? Or am I just taking this too seriously?
are you an IP lawyer?
My firm does IP work, but
Okay.
He is a blues lawyer.
I'm a blues lawyer. I litigate, 5 things, and they're all pentatonic things.
R7, R8,
5
R9.
notes. I litigate 5 notes.
What are the others?
I specialize in Murphy Lab reissue Les Pauls
Yeah.
and PRS Wood Library litigation. There is actually, I don't know if you guys saw this. It's kind of, I gotta dig into it, but I mean, I've litigated intellectual property stuff before, but I just saw a headline the other day that like PRS.
Whoa,
PRS
hold on.
Gibson
Hold on 1 second. I just gotta say, Spruce Effects just joined the Instagram live show.
This motherfucker.
Brian, what the fuck?
What are you doing,
Maybe
dude?
he's just watching.
He was the
while
guy
he's taking
who
a
was
pee.
supposed to. He was the guy who was supposed to come in with the pee sitting down jokes, and now he's just watching us.
From his fucking beach home over the ocean. What does
Right.
he need
He's
to-
Probably watching this from the toilet,
Yeah,
peeing
he's probably
sitting down.
taking his shit. Like half the time that you get like a slew of texts from Brian, it'll follow with a picture of his like pants at his ankles.
Par for the course.
Yeah.
All right, you've litigated IP.
Oh no, I was just all I was saying was that I don't know how much what this the circuits, if his circuits are patented, right? There's a 17-year like limit on patents, and those pedals are like probably mostly 17 years old or close to it. But that's assuming you can even patent it, which is probably difficult to do with a pedal because I doubt they're
Jared, I want to send you an invitation to come on this show. Anytime that you fucking want, man. I just need you to like give me an email address and I'll send it.
That's amazing. So maybe there's some trademarkable stuff, but like, why do you need to? Let's say you wanted to like acquire, the circuits from FULLTONE. Why do you need FULLTONE's brand? Like that's what I don't like. Why revive FULLTONE as a separate brand and not Shaun? You're on the fucking.
Yeah, how does this even happen?
We can do the chat too.
What do you have YouTube put up and this window?
Oh
Yeah,
my
no.
God.
We got multiple.
You could have
You
just
can-
said it in the.
You can chat in this window.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a fucking chat bar,
it's a
Charles.
chat bar at
I'm
the bottom.
fucking chatting in it. Wait,
No,
You're
you're,
chatting
you've
in the
already
private
chatted.
chat.
you're in the
I'm
private
just-
chat.
where's the other chat?
It's on YouTube.
Oh fuck! I
.com.
haven't been checking them.
So,
Oh,
Sarah,
fuck, comments.
Sarah
Oh,
brought up.
all right.
Sarah brought.
Go on. I see it now.
Sarah Payne from Mass Distro brought up a good point on Instagram Live. A smaller new FULLTONE could potentially still be larger than Jackson.
That's
That's
true.
interesting.
You want to know what's larger than both of those?
I'm with Sarah on this. It makes perfect sense to me why they would want to do that.
Brian Sowers is back. Said when Fulltone started in the 90s, 1991, in fact, Brian Sowers. It's entirely possible that the sale included design details back to the beginning.
Sorry, Brian just texted me.
Pat Nudo pen, all that data could jumpstart an entire pedal company.
Sorry, Brian just texted me a photo of himself on the toilet.
Did he?
Which Brian?
Show it.
I'm not going to show it.
Show it. Come
on.
Show it. I'm saving it for later.
When you're on the shitter. Brian, you're an asshole, dude. Come on.
Other Brian.
Which Brian?
No, yeah, not Brian Sowers. I'm sorry. Brian with an I. Brian from
Spruce.
Right.
What's his last name?
Spruce?
Brian Spruce.
That's what he's in my phone as.
His last name is Bicknell.
It's Brian Spruce.
Brian Spruce, obviously. The fuck?
Oh my goodness.
It could be Brian Musk.
This is a good. Now it's time for crapper talk with Spruce Effects.
If it were up to him.
Yeah, get him in
Crap
here.
talk on Spruce Effects. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, Sayer knows more about the industry than just about anybody I know. So I'm sure he's right. I'm sure that
that's an interesting.
That's what I'm saying.
I think, Sayer's onto something with that. Honestly,
I had to go
I
back
totally
and
get
read
why
all
they did it.
fucking comments now. God damn.
Yeah, Charles, you just figured this out, huh?
I'm new to the internet. Hold on.
Okay, so nobody else is going to point out that he looks like Martin Van Buren, right? Just me.
Does he?
No,
Who?
Brian
Who's
Bicknell?
Martin Van Buren?
Charles.
I do.
Oh yeah, Charles does.
I don't
Yeah,
know
with
who
the
the fuck that
chops.
is.
You do.
Who's Martin Van Buren?
Yeah,
He
who
was
the
a
hell's that?
president of the United fucking States of America.
He wishes.
If he wasn't 45, I don't give a damn.
I bet he didn't make any cool fucking pedals.
Oh, now it's getting awful.
Let's see what he made. What did he like from Taco Bell?
Martin Van Buren.
Hey, Martin Van Buren.
Let me just Google Mark Van Buren's.
Oh, man.
Martin Van Buren's Taco Bell order.
All right, so
Oh shit! It was chili cheese burritos.
hey, Jared, you just click it down into raw silk, and then you have no tone stack.
Yeah, all done. There you go, dude. I made it for you. I knew you wanted one.
That's it. It's done.
Oh, Jared, let me tell you about raw silk, dude. Whew. That,
Martin Van Buren don't
would
have
have
shit on
immediately
raw
died
silk.
upon eating Taco Bell. Yeah, it'd like be like War of the Worlds,
I had no idea his name was Martin.
Me either.
Oh, okay.
What dollar is he on?
None.
You don't know fucking dollar.
I know.
Fuck.
I'm just kidding.
Fucking $3.
Dude, I don't fucking care.
Fuck him, dude. Yeah. He ain't got no Porsche.
Didn't we have a president who lasted only like a month?
He probably peed sitting down, dude.
William Henry wasn't President Harrison?
Ford?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
President Harrison Ford.
President Harrison Ford.
That's right.
Get off my plane.
Dude, my skull is full of spaghetti. I don't know any of this shit.
Hold on. What? The
shit,
dollar?
really?
I've never in my life had a dollar coin. I don't think.
You
Not
never
even
had
a Sacagawea dollar?
I was
Wait,
gonna say, I
Van
thought
Buren
that
was
was
on a dollar
Sacagawea.
coin? Really?
Oh, this is
Oh, look at that. In 2000.
2014 study by the researchers from the Department of Urology at Leiden University Medical Center found that men who sat down to pee were able to empty their bladders faster and more effectively.
And I
And
can
why does
attest to that because at 7 a.m. when you're doing a number 1 and 2 at the exact same time, your bladder gets emptied a lot.
That makes a lot of sense.
And then again, about 2 minutes later, and then you're done. And then you don't have to pee till noon.
Fuck
No matter
yeah.
how much you drink.
I think you need to drink more water, man.
That's what I'm saying. No matter how much water you drink between 7 and noon, you don't have to pee again because if you do it all at once in the morning, you're totally emptied out.
Well, first of all, no need to show off that you're so regular. I mean, that's, you know.
I
get it.
I don't want to brag, but my bladder's
I've only
fucking
done this
huge.
twice.
You know, we got busy work schedules. We have to be as efficient as possible, right? So
That's right.
fucking, you
That's
pee
right. I
and
get
shit
up
out.
at 8:45 and then I'm 10 minutes late to work every day for the last month. It's a new thing that I'm having to deal with.
This is so I think Christopher Glover really addressed something important here. Not all pee does.
That's the
That
truest
is true.
statement. That is
That's
the truest statement I have heard in some
Buddy,
time.
you ready to come on this show next week?
Yes.
Buddy, what you talking about?
Buddy.
Oh.
Buddy, what's your Taco Bell order?
Dude,
Oh man.
Buddy,
So-
Buddy doesn't eat Taco Bell. Buddy prepares.
I want
his
to
own
I want to shout out Buddy for
artisanally crafted Mexican food at home. That's what
I need to shout out Buddy for being such a fucking G. He recorded my Overdrive Plus demo and then went to the hospital the next day because he was so
Jesus.
sick. He's so fucking sick right now. He's probably confused because he's sick on medication, not because of our funny asses. But
I thought you were going to say he recorded
That
the
was
demo and then
today.
went to the hospital. 'Cause that's
The
how-
day
that's
after.
like-
The day after he recorded it. Never mind.
yeah,
Spaghetti up here, dude.
Your pedal put him in the hospital. Got it.
right. Yeah, he was so blown away that
It was so sick.
You gotta watch
He
out
just
for that
like he
fuck,
showed
man.
up to the hospital with a
gotta watch out for
ruptured
that fuck.
testicle. He's like, rock my balls off.
the tone. The tone.
The Silktone Overdrive Plus really rocked my nuts. Dude.
Yeah, just ruptured a nut. Spent the night in the hospital.
Fuck.
That's
Damn,
Well,
bro.
I mean,
Damn.
it takes a little bit to patch up a ruptured testicle, I assume.
It really does. It really does.
I can't wait till
Portion.
he's on next week. That'll be fun.
Well, so next week, and we're not going to go on the 14th next week because Buddy apparently has a hot fucking date for Valentine's Day.
Oh,
Ew.
I got a date on the 17th. I'm going to see Enrique Iglesias. I'm so fucking stoked.
Oh
Fuck yeah.
hey.
yeah.
And Ricky Martin.
Oh shit! All the Rickies. Nice.
Yeah.
Their guitar player uses a fuzz, uses a Silktone fuzz.
Of course he does.
Of course he does. Yeah.
If it's
course
the
he
dude,
does.
Yeah, my dude Alex plays for Enrique Iglesias, and he loves that shit. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Awesome.
You want to come up a week early?
Charles
and,
is just
and
like,
go
yeah.
see him?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Pitbull is also going to be there.
We'll catch 2 concerts. Fuck yeah.
Mr. Worldwide.
So yeah, so Buddy will not be here on the 14th, but he will be our guest panelist on the 15th, and that's
Doing it on the
gonna be-
15th?
We're doing it on the 15th.
Well, Buddy will be here on the 15th, but none of us will be.
Right. we yeah. So that would be exciting. Also, after him, we have Mr. Dave Hill on the 21st. So that's gonna be rad.
Then we got Mr. Worldwide after that.
Mr. Worldwide. We have Eric Haugen to close out the month on the 28th. He's great. Then we have Jacob Givens, which we partied with him
So
at
funny.
the Earthquaker thing.
Oh man, that guy's funny.
He's
Yeah.
a funny dude. I hung out with him again when we were at the Earthquaker thing this year, he was standing behind me in line for like a half an hour.
Again.
Yeah, he just found me, you know. And it's funny, dude. That'll be fun. That'll be a cool episode.
Oh wait, was that was this year? That was at the Earthquaker thing in April or whatever it was?
Yeah.
2 in a row. Yeah.
Oh,
Last
wow,
year,
okay.
and then just now a week ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And then we have on the 13th, we have Emily Harris from Get Offset.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then Megan L. Megan Lippy, it goes by Megan L or just Megan. She's ready to do a face reveal.
Sick.
Oh shit.
We've been in the same room before, but I never saw it.
Serious business.
You didn't know what her face looked like.
We were there though. I saw photos from after the show, but yeah, I didn't meet her.
Yeah, I think Eric Haugen is gonna be great. He's I just love a dude who like teaches lessons on playing slow. You know?
He's got some of the most practical like lessons on YouTube. I really enjoy his channel. That's gonna be great.
Yeah. Megan L is legit. Of course she is. Fucking right.
I love her animations.
Hey, gents, very impressed with what I hear
Crazy.
from the Silktone Overdrive Plus, but some pedals that sound great in isolation don't translate live in a mix. Anyone have onstage experience with it yet? No, but I played it in a fucking track, dude. I think most people did.
Yeah, I played it with my band and it sounds fucking great.
On
bass.
I think I even made the argument that I thought the pedal sounds better in a mix than it does on its own, because
Agreed.
mids can be very weird when they're on their own. And actually, I can't say what it is, but I just demoed another pedal that like the boost on it has you can blend in the EQ of a fully cranked HM2.
What?
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And so when you hear it
you can blend in a fully cranked HM2 into another pedal?
Well, it's in the boost. I think it's just the HM2 EQ.
Tell me what this is in private.
That's interesting.
And like by itself, it sounds atrocious. But then when you get in there and you need to like really pop out, like the stuff in the mix sounded amazing. And I kind of feel that way about like Big
And
Muffs.
this is another pedal you're talking about, right?
This is not your pedal. Yeah.
Get that one, Grant.
I would make this same argument about like Big Muffs, where like I think Big Muffs like by themselves are the most pleasing fucking thing to your ear, but then you get on stage with it and you just fucking disappear.
Yep,
Yeah, but you can feel a Big Muff, and that's what's cool about Big Muffs.
Yeah, you need a Big Muff.
You can only feel them. You can't really hear them anymore.
High power amp with the Big Muff is fucking awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
I also want to talk about any pedal other than Charles's pedal.
I want to talk to Charles about any pedal other than Charles's pedal.
That's what I want to talk about.
It's doing phenomenal right now. Everybody should buy
Charles,
one. I'm jealous that I don't have one.
Have you ever considered doing a clone of a fuzz face? Those are real popular.
I hear they're nice. I hear people like them. They have a few problems. Nobody's really worked them out yet, but they'll get there.
You can call it Charles Chops.
Whoa!
Yeah, you just don't have
Hold on.
That's what I'm going to do for customer service. When people complain about my shit, I'll be like, dude, you just don't have the chops.
Hey, Grant, if you got a story, man, we want to hear it.
Yeah, man.
I would love to hear it.
Grant.
We need one good one before we wrap this up.
Let's do it.
Are we wrapping up?
Yeah, man.
Damn it.
Yeah, Ryan's bored.
You can't go
All right.
longer than an hour?
We're not wrapping up till we have a chug war with Charles.
We're loose now. Yeah.
Sponsored by Miller Lite.
Oh, fuck, dude. I drank all 4 of mine already.
For a great taste, it's less filling.
You drank 4
Grab
Miller.
your ass a Miller Lite.
We've been on here for 52 2 minutes. You've
I'm
already...
on my third.
Yeah, I'm loose now. Let's go live.
On my third.
I'm almost done with my Syrah.
Yum.
Is that Miller Lite?
Yeah.
You know,
Cool.
so
All right, let's try it.
So I don't drink wine, but one of the things that has always kind of like perplexed me about wine drinkers is like, why would you ever want to drink a dry wine? Like
So-
to me,
Good.
So two things. One, I didn't intend to drink wine tonight. My wife just opened up a bottle of wine, and then I was just like, I've had a stressful day. Fuck it. So I just took some of hers. When we were eating dinner, and I just kept on going with that.
you're
glass.
like, my wife is an alcoholic, and I joined.
She
Yeah.
got back from buying her Porsche with our perfect, immaculate lawyer credit, and
Immaculate
That's right.
lawyer credit.
That's right, my lawyer credit. I mean, it's I don't know, like it's an acquired taste, I guess. Like, just like I really prefer to drink whiskey or beer, but you know,
Yes.
it's those are acquired tastes also. Like I acquired a taste for wine. It's
I prefer drinking a dry red wine, but it makes me start hugging people after one glass, and then I throw up.
hello,
So-
yeah.
That's like
that sounds like a serious medical condition.
that's like all
Well, I get a
Yuska.
case. I get a case of the hugs, and then I just vom.
Yeah.
So sick.
I was
Probably
like-
got some
So
Dustin.
sick. So sick.
That was like the one and only time I had Alihuska. I
What is
cried.
that?
It's a tea.
Ayahuasca?
Yes. Sorry, wrong word.
It's
Yes.
the one that makes you trip and throw up and hug everybody, and then you stop smoking cigarettes.
I threw up and cried for like fucking.
Yours is more intense. Ayahuasca.
It was fucking 3 hours of me just throwing up and crying. That was it.
That sounds like a lot of my
Transcendent,
freshman
bro.
year of college. Wow.
Were you addicted to anything the day after? They say that you're not supposed to be.
What?
I don't.
I'm gonna look this up.
Obviously, yes.
It's
Oh,
transcendent.
But this is going exactly the way it's supposed to.
Downhill real fast
Sorry.
on a rocket ship.
Like you always know when you hit that moment where it's like shit's just gonna get worse from here,
It's time for the after party.
and we just hit that.
I
We
feel like it's
hit
just
it.
getting good.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel you. That's how I felt. We're finally lively and everyone's talking.
This
Thanks,
is peak
Miller
after
Lite.
dark right here. Yeah.
I kind of offered up the only little bit of information that I had, which was the story of Mariah Carey in the golf cart going the wrong way down the freeway.
Fuck the Grammys. Shit's hella racist.
Oh yeah,
Grammy's so white. Baby. Hashtag Grammy's so white.
Hey, gentlemen, Ada just jumped on the Instagram live show.
Ada
Which
did. Oh no. Let's get her on.
Yeah,
Send her the
Ada
link.
should come on sometime.
I'll
That'd
text her the link right fucking now. Hold up.
Why did you make that sound like a threat?
Yeah, don't fucking test me. I'll do it right now.
Oh, is it?
Hey, you
Ada,
want to come join a
the
friendly group of people chatting? I'll invite you.
8-year-old
I
tech,
will
right?
do it right now. Copy. Open up iMessage.
Okay, hold on. Did you talk about
Who's
Toby
Toby
Keith?
Keith?
No, he
Oh,
died.
No, we didn't talk about Toby Keith
I love that bar and
And-
grill.
because we're going to start talking about Toby Keith. I'm going to remind y'all that I got a sword.
That seems very relevant.
It is relevant.
Yeah, no, I'm glad I know that now.
Oh my God.
Ryan looks so disappointed.
This is not at all how he wanted us to go.
Ryan's sitting there going, I tried to gently end this, but they just won't shut up.
Yeah. Well, so Mason broke a power jack. He told you that you played it too hard.
I'm reading.
I played my power jack so hard, dude.
In fairness, you should not plug in your pedals by saying, I have the power! And ram it
You
in.
shouldn't do that. You should not do that.
You should
But-
not do that. No.
You should.
We blew the fuse's mind.
Well, guys, it's been an hour and 5 beautiful minutes. We gotta stretch this out for a whole month, and we already brought the fucking sword out. So I don't know,
Yeah.
that's the pinnacle.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna top this.
Well, guys, I'm gonna go to bed. This was really great. I'm super excited that we're back doing this again. I'm super excited that Eddie has been joining us and will be on a more regular basis because it's cost.
Whoa!
How
Okay.
can you do that?
Because as he informed me earlier today, these are billable hours. So
You're all getting billed.
it only goes downhill from here. Thank you for bringing it back. Yes. So next week we will see how Buddy.
Next week we have Kate Bush, and we're running up that hill, baby.
Next week we have Buddy Blues. I'm not sure if Bass Pro Shops is gonna want to be in on that one again or not. Since I didn't
Why does it do that?
Oh man.
hold on one second here.
What the fuck?
One more time. I gotta see this.
Why does it do that? Oh man. Oh.
All right. Well, on that note, you guys, thank you. We'll see everyone next week. And since I didn't get to play the intro song on the way in, we're going to play it on the way out.